Nakama, and welcome back to the Church of One Piece. I am your pastor, the One Piece Apologist. And today's sermon will cover Chapter 76, Sleep. Whoo, whoo. Guess Luffy's an owl now. I don't know. So Luffy says to Nami as she comes up and is like, oh yeah, you're all a bunch of idiots, blah, blah, whatever, and he's just like, no, Nami, you are our shipmate. The Japanese word being used there is nakama. And, so if you were ever confused as to what I was calling you here, the call you all nakama, well, it's because all of us fans of One Piece, we are nakama. We are treasured shipmates together. And so, it's how we refer to one another as fans, and therefore it's how I will refer to you, my loyal viewers. But then, Nami goes, saying some real harsh stuff. She's like, you're just a bunch of pathetic misfits, and get out of here. I don't need you, And it's like, I don't know. That's mean. That's mean. I don't like that. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Come on. And of course, Sanji thinks Nami should rejoin the crew, so that they can, be in love. The two of them, that she should definitely join the crew so that, he can be her boyfriend. And, it's okay that there's been a rocky start here because love is always a hurricane, according to Sanji. I bring that up because it will not, go away. That hurricane called love is an ever-rotating tempest. Never stopping. Always continuing. Forever steadfast in our hearts. Johnny is just absolutely insistent. Nami is a witch. She stabbed Usopp to death. Why are we here for her? Why are we trying to convince her to join the crew still? No, she killed the other guy. We don't want her anymore, right? Come on. Even though, of course, Johnny's not actually part of the crew, so he's making this case that, she is a terrible person, and Luffy should not be still trying to get her to join the crew. And, Nami is like, yeah, y'all may have monstrous powers, but you are no match for actual monsters like Arlong and his crew. You just can't do it. Just go away. We don't need you here. Stop. Just leave. And of course, Nami literally confirms to the group that she killed Usopp. She's like, yeah, Usopp's feeding the fishes now, but Zoro, he tested her, right? He tried to kill himself in front of her, basically, and she wouldn't allow it. She saved his life. So he doesn't believe that she would kill Usopp. So he's like, cut the shit, and just starts charging at her, drawing his sword, ready to go. And unfortunately, well, not really unfortunately, because I love Sanji and he's perfect. But Sanji jumps in and blocks his cut and is just like, how dare you attack Nami? How dare a man like you attack a lady? That's terrible. You can't be doing that. And that thus begins the forever Zoro-Sanji rivalry, where they are constantly at each other's throats, Sanji has his beliefs and he will stand by them, and Zoro has his beliefs and he will stand by them, and so they're going to butt heads sometimes, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm excited for this trope to begin. And then both Yosaku and Nami agree that right here in the middle of the road and stuff, it's not a great place to fight. Arlong and his crew are around. They are very strong. You need to just not draw attention to yourselves and get the fuck out of here, and so both Yosaku and Nami are saying, if you two are going to fight Sanji and Zoro, you better go do it somewhere else, not here. This is not the right place to do it, right? But you can't get through to people like Zoro and Sanji and Luffy and whatnot when they have their mind set on something. They're idiots, but they are idiots and we love them. And Nami even says that they can have the Mary back. She only needed it to get herself back here to Cocoa Village, but they can take it now, and they should just go find themselves a new navigator and then go after the One Piece, just leave and forget all about her, right? And so, yeah, Luffy just decides that he doesn't want to leave, though, so he just lays down to take a nap in the middle of the road there, and Nami's just like, suit yourself, it's your funeral! But, it really doesn't seem like she's kind of actually feeling just kind of like, suit yourself, do whatever you want. she really seems kind of upset that he's chosen to stay. So it's very interesting. We'll have to see what's going on with Nami there. So then Yosuke and Johnny are just like, no, forget this. We're not fighting the fishmen. We're out. See you later, peace. We're dipping because we got better things to be doing. This is none of our business. And so to be fair, they're not on the crew, so they're right. They can leave. There's no problem with that. And of course, then we cut over to who? Usopp. Sorry, I'll just erase that X that I made on him. That's whoops, a little too fast there. So turns out Usopp is not dead. Nami stabbed her own hand. She put it on him and stabbed through her own hand to create all that blood. She did not stab Usopp. She then just kicked him in the water with her blood all over him so that the fisherman would think she stabbed him and then kicked him in the water and he died, and he just floated off dead. But if he had escaped, they would have kept going after him. And so she had to make it look like she was still loyal to them and like she was actually going to kill him, right? And so she did. She made it look like that. And that's what Johnny saw, But turns out that, Usopp is still alive. Our boy Usopp is doing fine. So now both Usopp and Zoro know that Nami's good, right? That Nami is not so bad as she seems. And, Luffy and Sanji never doubted it. They were just always like, yeah, no, Nami's cool, we're fine, So now all four of the other crew members, right, they know Nami's good, and we should too. So I love that switcheroo, right? You really think Nami's betrayed the crew, but then like you kind of find out maybe she's got reason to, and there's all this backstory. It's so good. It's so good. And so we finally find out, that Nami is actually much better than she seemed. And we are, it's so exciting. It's so interesting because, it really did feel like almost like we got tricked into thinking she was a good person and that, oh no, she's actually betraying the crew. But then it's like, oh no, the betrayal was like, not real. She had good reason for it, and there's and so now we're kind of getting back into, okay, Nami really is who we thought she is, and I just love how Oda Sensei keeps us guessing. He's a fantastic writer. And I do really love how Zoro and Usopp both kept switching places and like trying to rescue each other. So it just created this loop of non-helpfulness. And then, it's revealed to us that friends, or nakama, is a painful word for Nami. And I think that's just, she's lost a lot of people she's cared about. And it's just... And a lot of people she cares about have been hurt because of her, and she's just unable to, have friends lest she cares too much about someone and then they get hurt or worse dead, and so it's nice to see though that she has this crew that she can rely on and that care for her deeply, So, what will Nojiko tell the rest of the crew about Nami? And why is Captain Nezumi looking for Nami? You'll have to tune in next time to find out. But until then, this has been the review for Chapter 76, Sleep, and as always, One Piece be with you.